Welcome back to episode 141 of G'day from the USA. I'm your host, Lady Amanda, and I thought it would be fun to have a chat about what it's really like for an Australian living and working in the USA. I am very lucky to have not one, but two guests today. Welcome, Mama Linda and
hello, darling.
Canadian Jules.
Hello.
Wow, welcome. We are sitting here in my abode.
Beautiful house.
Beautiful house. We've just got back from an epic road trip.
An amazing epic
road trip.
I told Amanda she needs to look at her car odometer in the morning and then add about 150.
Yeah, it's probably close to 3,000 miles in a week.
In a week.
I mean, it sounds normal to me, but yeah, for most people.
And we were in multiple states in a day.
So how many states did we do? Let's work this through.
So Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, and Michigan.
That's it?
Yeah.
Is that
Wasn't
5?
that 6? I think that was.
One more time.
Okay.
Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan.
Six states.
Julie can count. I can't. So we wanted to just pick up where we left off last time on that cliffhanger. We were going to get Mum from the airport.
Right. We were in Detroit at the MGM.
In Detroit at the airport.
Right.
So we did. We managed to get her.
Yeah.
How was your flight?
Look, it wasn't too bad actually because I left from Melbourne and I went to New Zealand. And then from New Zealand, I flew to Los Angeles. So the time I really got on the second plane and an hour or two went by, then I went to sleep and then I woke up about 2 hours beforehand. Well,
Something I've never understood, how people sleep on planes. I'm so jealous of that.
Well, the thing is, if you take a temazepam, it helps.
Or if you're really tired.
Sleeping pill.
Yes, a sleeping pill. Then LA, and I was just so surprised how easily I got in and how nice. I even shook the guy's hand. He was so nice. Immigration. I shook his hand. He was so nice to me.
Wow.
Then I got to my next destination,
Detroit,
and then the actual leaving the plane and walking down all that way to knowing that I am going to see you two was unbelievably exciting.
I don't know why. I must admit I was quite excited too.
You were crying.
Yes, she was.
You don't need to tell everybody.
She was.
She had the tears.
I had been waiting and the doors would open and then where we were standing, and we've got some video, then we'd have to put our head way down, like a foot and a half from the floor, and be peering under this door thing and watching as the people came down the escalator.
Yeah.
And I knew Mama would be wearing something bright. One lady came down and I said to Amanda, I think this is her. It was a bright blue and white shirt. And then I'm like, oh no, it's a black lady, not her.
First, I was like, no, she looks too big. And then you're like, oh, and she's black. And I'm like, oh, yep, not her.
And then did you hear the good day, mate?
We heard. Everyone heard it.
Everyone
heard and it was late. It was like about midnight-ish, wasn't
easily.
it? It was very late.
Yeah.
So we got back to the hotel and then we basically divvied up the presents.
Right.
Yeah, Jules had some for Mum. Mum had some for Jules. Mum had a ton for me, from everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, everyone. I really did appreciate all my little gifts.
Christmas.
Oh, it was like Christmas
at the MGM.
I got some Australian socks. Oh, Kitty's licking her catnip. What else did I get? I got some handmade cups. Yeah, I got lots of lovely little things which I appreciated. And then
a squirrel jumper.
Oh, I got a squirrel jumper.
And
I do
a
love
nice
my
towel.
Squirrels. A towel? Oh, a tea towel.
Yep, and a little koala plate. for Christmas?
Yes, I did very well.
Yeah.
And then most importantly, a stash of Australian chocolate.
Oh,
Mhm.
2 kilos.
A nice handmade sign.
Yes, that was lovely. Because
Mhm.
that, I don't know if you realise, but that was my tattoo there. Never a failure, always a lesson.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Poetic.
Anyways, yeah, we got all our...
So we went to sleep and we woke up the next morning bright and early and started our drive
Mhm.
up to the top of Michigan, which is called Mackinac City.
Mhm.
We arrived. What did it take? About 4 hours?
About 4 hours.
We didn't really stop, did we? We just did a few little rest stops, little toilet breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
actually
we
made
thought
good
that would...
time.
Yeah, we did. And I think we stopped twice at the... there's very nice rest areas in this area.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
You
agree.
know, they're nice and clean. They have nice toilets.
Yeah, I
You know,
quite like them on a road trip, and it's easy to park, like
Yep.
especially if you're towing.
yep, just zip
You can
in,
pull
zip
into the area where there's like trailers and that.
Mhm.
So we got there and then we went to the ferry and unloaded our luggage.
Mhm.
And then what did we do?
It was so well organised, wasn't it? Just so well organised.
Yeah, it's
that whole
Shepler's
thing.
Ferry. It's been running since like the 1800s.
Yep.
And yeah, we were able to park just off site, but you know, they had a shuttle ready for you. It was very like methodical.
Yep. Yep.
Mm.
It was easy. Everyone was nice and organized, telling us where to go,
Yeah.
where to get off.
And then the ferry was what?
15 minutes?
Yeah,
Mhm.
not long. 15 minutes. And we arrived on the island. Was it wet?
No.
No.
No,
The
I
next
think it was just, I'm thinking like
Maybe
it was just
slightly overcast.
Yeah, so we arrived and as we were coming into the island, we saw the Grand Hotel looking as grand can be.
Mm-hmm.
And we stepped off the ferry,
Onto Mackinac.
Mackinac Island, and what was waiting for us?
A horse and buggy.
A horse and buggy. The Grand Hotel horse and buggy.
And they don't have any cars on the island.
They're prohibited.
They're prohibited. So they have about 500 horses.
There is, however, one exception, and that is for an ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
I did read that. But all the police were on bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was quite remarkable. So, Mum and I had been to the Grand Hotel before. What did we work out was maybe 4 years ago?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Julie, what were your first impressions as we're going? Well, let's say from the ferry, the moment you got on the island and you saw the horse and buggy.
Oh, just so cool.
Yeah.
Like the street and all those little stores. And, yeah, just the horses. Those are, I think I was asking one of the drivers coming back. Those are some big horses.
Yeah,
He
but
said
they
maybe
weren't Clydesdales,
No,
which
mainly
surprised
I think
me.
Percheron and what were the Belgiums.
Mm.
But some of those, I think when we went over, remember we got pictures, there were 2 big black horses.
Was one Jake and
Going over? I forget. I'd have to look at my pictures. But I think he said they were like 19 or 20 hands high.
I remember that.
You know,
20.
a hand is 5 inches.
Mm.
And then so multiply with that. So 120 times 500. So 100 inches from the ground to their withers.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh, they were big
They're
Like
horses.
way taller than me.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
mean,
not
just.
that's not difficult. Oh, don't be mean, Linda.
But anyways, so we get into the cart, into the wagon.
The wagon.
It was a very nice
and it
one
was
that we're
leather seats.
Yeah,
it was
very
yeah.
nice.
It's beautiful.
And we actually met a couple that have been coming for many years. They purchased a package. I
Mhm.
don't remember when. Was it their 13th time? Am I just making this up?
Well, did he say that they got 100 visits for $25,000?
No. They got 75 visits for
Okay.
25,000, but the current offering is 100 visits for 35,000,
5,000.
which works out about the same,
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
I roughly
And then you
estimated.
have to use at least 3 a year,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
And
So it worked out to 333 a night.
Yeah.
which was cheap.
Yep. And
it included breakfast and dinner, which was exceptional.
Yeah, and you can pass that on to the family if something happens to them.
Right.
And, we're all you and I are always talking about if something happens to them, then they can pass it on to the kids.
As we always say, there's always a bright side.
Always bright side.
Always.
Mum and Dad drop dead. The kids get it.
The kids get it. So we get to the hotel and it's breathtaking.
Oh,
like it is.
magnificent.
The second you round that sort of last bend, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it
can't
is
even
stately.
I can't even really think of a word. I'm trying to think of a word to describe that.
Stately is the one
Stately?
that comes to mind. Like just,
Like going back in time, going back to
Like a moment in time.
no.
It wasn't that
Somewhere in time. You were so close.
Why do I keep saying moment in time?
I don't know. But
it used how I first found out about the hotel was I watched Summer in Time with Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour, and I just was taken by this hotel, and I thought, is it real? So I actually looked it up, Googled it, and it is real. And you want to Google it too because it's just magnificent to look at. And so anyway, that's how we first...
And I remember when you went on that road trip back, and I remember, 3-4 years ago, and I remember you telling me about it.
Mm.
I didn't understand how amazing it was.
right.
So I think that's the thing.
So
It's hard to describe just how truly amazing it is.
It's got a porch. Do you call it a porch?
yeah, world's longest porch.
Yeah.
668 feet.
Feet.
Something like that.
Magnificent. And the buildings wooden.
Yes, I did read that. So let's just set the scene. Julie and I had organised this as a surprise for Mum.
Mm-hmm.
So lovely.
We'd dropped some cash on this, like more than we'd ever thought possible.
And now anyways, I was going to say something funny, but
Now say it.
Well,
Make
when
us laugh.
now when I go back to work, remember I was going to do that stripper job on the side, but
Yes.
I ate so much fudge, I don't think they'll.
Yeah. As I say, there's someone for everyone.
They do have, some men do like big girls.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. So
It's a thing. I think they meet in Vegas. Yeah, they.
Listen. You're not a big girl. Now stop it.
Anyways, back to the
yeah.
back to
The
the
word
planning.
when I look at you that comes to my mind is Biafran.
Exactly, that's the word that I'm looking for.
And if anyone doesn't know what a Biafran is, it's basically a person from Biafra, and they're skinnier than Ethiopians.
That's what we are.
I mean, it's sad, but
We're white
I'm just
white
equating.
Biafrans. Yeah.
Oh, a white Biafran. Okay. So we get off our wagon. We get out of our wagon.
Which we're helped out of.
Yeah, the guy
Oh.
in the red tails opens the door for us,
Takes
and
your
we
hand,
get out.
takes your hand like you're a queen, and we step down.
Yes. So to set the scene, we basically had purchased 2 nights, and our first night was slightly cheaper than the second night. The second night was ridiculously expensive, like well over $1,000 for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first night was literally just under. Was it like 947? I mean, we're
Something
just
like that.
going there. And the next night was like, 1,300 or whatever. Okay, so long story short, it was about 2,300 for 2 nights. Okay.
And then the meals on top
Excessive.
of that.
Right, excessive. So,
But, like we all say, it's
once in a
truly
lifetime.
Well, for you guys, it's twice in a
Twice
lifetime.
in a lifetime.
And I'm sure you're going to be doing it again. So, but truly like once in a lifetime.
Yeah. So we get to the desk, and my hope was, so our first night was just a regular room with 2 beds, like any old hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
That was our first room.
Well, until the 4 people that are listening, what happened last time you went?
So the last time we went, we got there very late.
Because
like by the time we got on the ferry and
just-
stopped and whatever, we got there very late, and we'd got a room with 2 beds, and we'd got there and there was one bed.
Yeah, you were supposed to get a room with two beds.
And it's like a double bed, like a full bed. Like it wasn't even
it's
a queen.
not even a queen.
And so Mum and I had to share the bed, and the next day we're like, this is unfair. We paid for like two beds.
Yep.
So they moved us to another room which was slightly bigger with two beds, and it had a balcony view. So we got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this time, we booked the standard room, stock standard room, and like I said, it was just under $1,000. And for the second night, we actually got a bigger room, and that had sort of like a little living area as well.
Yeah, it was some kind of
cupola suite.
Yeah, but remember they were having some kind of Explore Michigan special.
That was the first night.
Okay, that was the first night.
Okay, so the first night actually came with dinner and breakfast, and the dinner is $120 per person. The second night did not. Okay, so anyway, we get to the desk, and Julie and I are sort of like, my plan is if we can at least get what we got for night 2 for night 1 as well.
Right.
That's my goal.
Okay, so we'll set the scene. There's the lobby area that we're checking in at, and Amanda and I always scope it out and try to decide who we would prefer to help us.
Yes, because there were two people.
And we decided we wanted Matthew.
Matthew, the gay guy, older gay guy, Matthew.
Well, he was so sweet.
So anyway, I saw him being so lovely to the couple in front of me, and I was like, okay, hang back. We need to wait until they leave so we can get him. Because the other girl was almost finished, young girl, and I was like, no.
Yeah,
She doesn't look empathetic. So anyway, we get Matthew and we set the scene like, oh, my mum's so excited to be here. She just came in from Australia.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. And so I'm sort of like, does our room have a view? And he's like, I think he'll be very happy with it.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay. And
because you had wanted to tie it together, because we didn't really know if we were going to have the first night, and worst case scenario, we were going to have them move our bags
because
to
we had
another room because we had to book.
We had to do 2 separate bookings because the first one was the last day of some little Explore Michigan package thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then we had to book 2 separate bookings.
So that would have been worst case scenario.
That we had to bring our
Smaller
luggage
room.
down.
Yeah, blah, blah,
so
blah,
it was
blah.
like stock standard hotel room. Okay, but as we said, we spent like $2,300 for 2 nights, like ridiculously expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, he says, I think he'll be happy. And we keep asking questions. And he's like, I think you're going to like the room.
And he
or
was
whatever.
so cute, and he was
gorgeous.
kinda
giggling. And then he's like, oh, I hope I've not oversold it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get the keys and we're like, why do we have 2 keys? Like we got a 118 and a 119. And he's like, oh, you'll see. You just need both when you get up there. And we're like, this is weird.
Yeah.
And we're like, maybe
So
we got
actually
2
had 4
rooms.
keys, 2 of each.
Right. So we're like, maybe we got 2 rooms. Like what's happening? So anyway, we walk up there and now it's cut to Mum.
Okay, you tell.
Describe as we're walking to
down
the door.
hallway.
Walking to the hallway.
And it's a long hallway, 668 feet.
Walking, and we get to...
Did you know that we were going to be the very last one?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Our room was the only one with double doors.
Yes. No,
We
I
were
didn't.
at the very end of a long hallway.
No, and here's 2 doors, but why have we got 2 keys?
And it has a sign over the top of the door.
Yeah.
And it said the Carlton
Varney
Suite. And we were like, okay, this could be good. So I can't remember who opened the door. I think it was Julie. Unlocks the door and describe when we walked in.
It was a long black and white foyer with
The checkered, black and white checkered, like in fancy places.
and yellow fabric
Silk
walls looking into
a parlour.
Yeah.
And let's just set the scene. This foyer was the size of a standard hotel room itself. So as we walked into the parlour, the first thing I saw was a grand piano in our suite. Then I looked around and I saw a huge living room that I'm now looking around my living area and kitchen, and it was bigger than that.
Yeah, it was longer than it.
It's longer than my entire house. This hotel suite was bigger than my house.
And the fabric of the curtains and all the decor was stunning. absolutely
Yeah.
stunning. I
Yeah.
just can't describe how.
This was opulent, grandeur at its best. Like this was like what going into Buckingham Palace was the closest we could
we
equate
said
it
we'd
to.
have to either stay at Buckingham Palace or Windsor Castle.
Yeah,
Or the White House.
Yeah.
And even then we didn't even think the White House
or
would be.
it was, or we were famous people, and we were in this suite that they'd probably think nothing of.
Right. And it had 2 bedrooms. So Mum got a whole master suite
Wow.
that has, but there were 3 bathrooms in this suite.
Right.
3 bathrooms. There were 2 bedrooms. Mum had a crown above her bed.
Enormous crown.
Like fabric went up until a
And the fabric on the
crown.
walls, or the wallpaper on the walls, matched the curtains.
Yeah.
What I did
and
find,
the bedspread.
yep, it was beautiful, and a lot of antique furniture and antique.
The room was probably as big as my house at home.
The room,
The
just one room.
One room, my bedroom.
And then Julie and I shared the quote unquote kids' bedroom, which had 2 double beds, full size beds, a bathroom with a bath, a beautiful bathtub. I don't even have enough words to say. And this was a $3,500 suite a night.
Yeah.
But the funniest part, what was the funniest part?
Mama matched the curtains. So after 6:30 p.m, there's a dress code on the property. Well, basically any of the parlour, the lower level, you had to be in formal clothing.
Even to walk through or to sit
Even
on,
to walk through, even to be on the
yeah,
porch.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
just to be there.
Yeah, you had to be dressed formally, like no jeans, whatever. So Mum gets dressed and she comes out and she said, we were taking photos by the piano. And I just couldn't stop laughing. And she's like, what? And I said, you're matching the curtains. And she literally did.
I had on this top and it was
Floral.
It was kind of a creamy colour and it had these bright flowers on it. It was a nice formal kind of.
Yes. And she literally
I
matched the curtains. And the chair. Like when she sat in the chair, it was like she just blended like camo.
Yeah. Where's Mama? She's standing against the curtains.
And I
was
wrapped a curtain
hysterical.
round me and I said, oh, look, if I pulled this down, I could make a lovely skirt to go with my top.
match.
And it would all match.
Oh my God. So we had a new saying, like, when we first got there, we were like, does the room have a view? Our new saying was, but does it have a grand piano?
Yeah.
Because that's our new standard now. And anything further on from our trip, we're only going to talk about this Grand Hotel today, but anything further on from there was very disappointing. Even though beforehand we would have been like, this is stunning. This is a great room.
The place we stayed at last night, we would have thought was a nice room.
Oh, we would have been so impressed with it. It
And
was
we're-
literally a 5-star hotel.
Yeah, and we're like,
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. No grand piano.
For the listeners,
Kitty.
I'm going to do it again, but I Googled, so go to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put in the Carlton, so CarlTon, Varney, VARNEY suite. There is one, you can kind of look through them. I think there were a couple. And there's one where, so Carlton Varney was the designer that designed a lot of the Grand Hotel.
Yes.
Very colorful, period correct things,
Yes.
I guess you would say. Anyways, this YouTube video is his son. So Carlton Varney, he said when he died, but it's his son.
Wait, he died?
Carlton Varney died.
Didn't realise.
Well, it was old.
Yeah, he was older. So he passed away. So it's his son that is giving the tour.
Yeah.
With somebody else that he said who he was, I forget. But what was very interesting is they were describing some of those pictures, like that one picture coming in, against the yellow silk wall. That was Carlton Varney. And then there were pictures of Carlton with Rosalind Carter and Jimmy Carter and all these famous people. A letter from the White House.
Yeah, an original letter from the White House was in our suite. Did we mention Jacqueline Kennedy?
No, we didn't
Had
mention her
stayed
yet.
in our
Stayed there.
suite,
Mhm.
and you're correct. He died in 2022,
Oh, that's
and he was born in 1937.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, did we feel like we were I don't know what the word is, the most fancy guests in the hotel?
Should we admit that a couple times when we were walking down the hall,
Yes,
if people were walking behind, we would wait and see if they looked as we're like, oh, we're going to our suite. now." And that one man, he kept looking like, who are they?
Yeah. Oh, because the fact that when we opened those two entrance doors and you could see the foyer, like everyone was in shock. Like
Yeah.
it was like, what? Who are they?
Yeah.
Yes,
Because you could just open it up and see the beautiful black and white checkered floor
It was
and
absolutely
the
stunning.
piano and the big chandelier.
Yeah, I need to really put this on the TikTok.
But
Yeah.
can I just tell you too, looking out, once you open the curtains, looking out every single window, we could look to the front where the pool was. We could
The
look to the
porch?
side.
Mm-hmm.
We could look to the back.
Mm-hmm.
So we virtually had,
Yeah, and the pool out the front was called the Esther Williams Pool.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And they'd filmed many movies there. We actually went swimming. They had a hot tub and a heated outdoor pool.
For
And let's just
October.
say this was cold. Michigan was cold. It was like probably 40s or 50s.
Well, it was kind of raining when we went in the pool.
Yeah, and
It
we
was.
got in the pool.
And I could have stayed in there for another
And
couple
everyone
hours.
thought we were absolutely crazy. Like I saw and heard people talking like, "Oh my God, they're going in the pool!"
Yeah, because we walked
But
through
they
the
did
lobby
not
in our
realise the pool was
We
actually
wa-
heated.
We walked through the lobby in our
Our robes.
bathrobes. I wish they would have seen us come out
And
of the
you
suite.
know what Julie and I did? We said, "Let's not be wallflowers. Pretend it's our catwalk."
And we did it.
And we did. We strutted.
And people actually said, "Are you going swimming?" We said, "Yes." And
Yeah,
they
and
looked
then-
at us in horror.
And then when we came back through like drowned rats, they were like, "Oh my God, you did it."
But we did get kicked out the pool.
We finally got kicked out
and
at
I
6 p.m.
Yeah, I would have stayed in
I would have kept going.
Oh, because it was 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's why we got kicked out.
We didn't get kicked out because we were naughty.
No. And by the way, even though when we said we had the two rooms, 118, 119, we also had
Yes.
the middle parlor area is
parlor.
called 117.
Yeah.
And then Mama's going to explain the significance of that. So, like, if you called them on the phone when you call the front desk, when you called them by the phone by the piano,
Yes. They said,
They-
"Are you room 117?" And I said, yes.
yeah, and then from Mama's room it's 118.
Yeah. So what
From-
was the significance of
Well, the-
117?
The significance was, if you must watch the film Somewhere in Time.
Oh, skitty kitty.
So in Somewhere in Time, her name's Elise McKenna, and she's in this certain room, 117.
Mm.
And that was our room. So
That
we're
was our
watching the
room.
movie. We're actually sitting in 117 because we're sitting in the parlor.
And can you believe we
Watching
said,
this movie.
"Can we watch the movie?" They brought up a DVD player, set it up for us.
And when we came in from dinner, this beautiful music is playing.
Oh, it was just beautiful.
Yes, and then we had turn down service with chocolates on our pillows.
Yes.
There's nothing that can top this experience.
No,
No.
no, nothing.
Should we say anything about the meal?
Oh, let's talk about the meal.
Oh, gosh.
So as
I'm
we said,
still
it was
full.
$121 a person. It was expensive, but it was 5-course meal.
Mm-hmm.
You walk into this dining room, massive dining room.
Everybody's dressed up. Very nice.
Oh,
yes.
Yes, like literally dressed to the nines. And
Even the kids, I'm sorry, but even
yeah,
the
you
kids
had to be.
had all the kids had ties,
Bow ties.
shirts, and a good
Jackets, yeah.
jacket.
Yeah. So what did you guys have? I'm trying to think of the 5 courses.
So my first course
I
was
got the carrot tart.
the ahi tuna,
Yes, and I got the
which
carrot
was
tart.
Yeah, you both got that. Which was the ahi was Wonderful.
And it was so plentiful.
Oh, my goodness.
There was so much food. And the waiters were all dressed in tails. And most of them were from Jamaica.
Yeah, all of them, I think.
Yeah.
And the dining room was like you step back in the 1800s.
Yeah, like a ballroom almost.
Yeah, and the table, the chairs were stunning.
Everything was so ornate
Oh,
and
the
colourful.
curtains,
Well, and
yes.
that dining room is huge.
Oh,
Huge.
enormous. Yeah,
So what was second course?
soup,
Yes.
We had the chowder.
I had the
chowder.
We all had
clam
the
chowder. Yes. Third course was a salad.
Salad.
Mm.
Oh, Mama had the beets.
Oh, you had the
Yeah.
beets, and Julie and I had the goat
Cheese and
salad.
apple
Yeah.
salad.
Fourth, I had the chicken schnitzel, and it came with like a fried egg on top. That pastery thing. What did you call that?
Oh,
Well, they called it.
schnitzel.
No, I know the schnitzel, but
spatza.
yes.
Yes.
But look, honestly, that was the schnitzel was so enormous.
Yeah,
I
like
just
we
couldn't
could have
eat it.
all shared one
Yeah.
Yeah.
meal service.
And I had the salmon and rice and roasted Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, and then what was dessert?
I had the bread and butter pudding.
I
I
had
can
the
remember all
creme
the food.
brulee,
Isn't it? Oh, I can remember all the food.
and
and
Mum
Mama
had
had the
the
ice cream.
pecan ball.
I had the signature dish.
She did, but we all did share.
Yeah.
I was so full by the end. I think I ate one bite of each, and I was like,
I
can't.
think we rolled out of there to our suite.
Rolled. And then on day 2, that was day 1 when we
Yep.
first arrived.
Yep.
Day 2, we didn't have the meal package, so we just went up to a little bar, the Cupola bar.
But we had breakfast the next morning.
We had breakfast. Oh, breakfast was
Yeah,
lovely.
Two mornings we
Yeah,
both mornings
breakfast.
we had
In
wonderful
the dining
breakfast.
room.
You could either get a sort of like from the buffet, or you could choose a la carte.
Anything
To order.
and you could
I
order
got
as much as you
the-
wanted.
First day I got, what did I get? The second morning I got the eggs Benedict. The first morning, the avocado toast.
Avocado toast.
Yeah, but I was going to mention when we went back to our room, the second afternoon after we'd been exploring, we had an $80 bottle of wine and a box of fudge waiting for us.
Yeah, huge
Now,
box of
This
fudge.
huge box
Huge.
of fudge. I just couldn't believe it. In the shape of the hotel. The box
Yeah.
was in the shape of the hotel.
Are you keeping that?
Yes, my
Souvenir.
goodness me. Yeah, souvenir.
Mum
Yeah.
was loving the souvenirs.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. But the fudge was absolutely beautiful. And we'd already bought some fudge. So we kind
Oh
of
my God,
got
we had
comatose that night.
As we were watching the movie, we were doing a jigsaw of the hotel, wooden pieces, on this huge dining table.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really set the scene of the dining area. It was this huge,
Huge.
dining table.
With 6 chairs,
6 chairs. Then to the left was a lounge suite.
like padded chairs. Nice.
Yeah, then there were lovely
upholstered.
little chairs. Then there was the grand piano
Mm-hmm.
and then another living area. There was like 2 living areas on either side of the room.
Yeah, it could have seated
Or 20.
easily 20 people.
Easily.
Just-
I
just in that
almost
one
wanted
room.
to make friends and be like, oh, do you want to come for a nightcap? Like I sort of wanted to do
You know
that.
who we should invite? We should have invited that couple.
Yes. Well, the wife was sort of a little bit weird because at
He was very nice. The husband
dinner,
was very nice.
yeah, at dinner we'd run into them and we were sort of just finishing up and they'd just arrived and we said, oh, how's your room or whatever? And they said, oh, we got this room or
They
whatever.
said theirs is a $1,500 room, so
Yeah, and I was like,
maybe it has
oh.
a view or something.
I'm sorry, you're slumming it tonight. We said, oh yeah, we've got the 2-bedroom suite, and
We've
they're
got
like,
the Carlton
what?
Varney suite.
And they're like, oh, and then she was a little bit like, well, how did they get that? And he goes, oh, well, I don't know, type thing.
I
but
just said we saved up.
yeah, I was just like, wow, Kitty is all over me right now.
But walking down the hallway a couple
Hi.
times, we would see into. There were a couple other rooms on the. We're on course on the first floor, where we looked into. One was the president's suite,
yes.
and one was
Yes.
the vice president's suite. and they weren't near
No.
what ours were.
Piddly.
Yeah.
We had the entire end of a hotel. So if you're looking directly at the hotel, we had the whole left end, which meant we had the front view, the side view, the back view. So we had the garden at the back, we had the whole straight or whatever you call it, the lake view, and then we had the bridge view. We literally had, it really was. There was no better suite in that hotel.
No. They said something about the governor's suite, but that day we also, when we went down to the pool, and I think I was in front of the two of you, so we went down and we were on our way to town, but we were just going to stop in and check and see what time they were open, blah, blah, blah. And so I went in and two nice young guys were in there. And he said, "Are you staying at the hotel?" And I said, "Yes, we are." And he said, "Do you have one of your keys, like to show?"
Yeah.
So I had either 118 or 119. I bring it out of my pocket. He goes, "Oh, you own this place."
Yeah, whenever someone would see us walk out that room, it was like, wow.
But they'd
like,
look at us if to say, "What?
and
You?"
who are you? Is
Yeah.
what, you know.
Yeah, and I wanted somebody to ask, and then I would say, "You don't recognize her?"
Yeah, and I was going to be like, I'm the lady. And then this is the lady's mother,
and I'm the lady's buff.
the buff.
The buff for BFF buff.
Yes.
Oh, look, it was so funny.
It really was such an incredible experience.
But the grounds were absolutely gorgeous.
yeah.
Just look, everything was, and it had all shops downstairs. It had a big, long, black and white floor.
Like our foyer, really.
Yes, and it was all different shops. I saw something I really liked,
What?
but I couldn't afford it.
What was
Well,
it?
what was
Oh
it?
my God. What
Now
was it?
you tell us.
Yeah, now you tell
Oh,
us.
what? We better get in the car.
Obviously,
right
we're
now.
rolling in the cash. We could have.
I can't remember now, but it was something I really liked. I think it was a top, and I thought,
Oh my
that's lovely.
God.
It was about $400-500, and I thought,
Oh, we could have got that for you. Yeah. God, you act like we're poor. I'm insulted.
oh, come down.
So
Well,
we
I guess
did
on
all buy something,
our
didn't we?
second trip
On our next trip, yeah.
All right.
What did you buy?
from town or from the hotel?
From anywhere. Mum bought a Grand Hotel like hoodie
Yes.
jacket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got a poster type thing, a print that I'm going to frame.
Mm-hmm.
You bought everything.
I'm just trying to think. I did.
Soaps, fudge.
I did buy quite a few things.
The island is famous for fudge, Murdoch's fudge.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, it really was good. I'm still in a sugar coma from
Sugar
that.
cone, Yeah.
Yeah, there was one piece of fudge when we went. Well, I bought the puzzle right away the first day before we went.
Let's even just say, okay, jigsaw puzzle.
I think before we went upstairs, or we came down for
Yeah, we
yeah,
came to thank Matthew.
Yes, we did. And we stopped in, and I know how much Amanda and Mama love puzzles, and I thought, we've got this huge table.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
the
just
puzzle.
And so it's wooden and very intricate.
It is the most craziest pieces you've ever seen. Let's not like you can ever look at a piece and go, it would go there. They're very
And some are shapes, like some, now and then you'll see a butterfly piece or one that looks like a
crab,
person.
A man.
Yeah.
But suffice to say, is that the right word? Suffice to say? Suffice to say, the jigsaw, was like $100. Like everything at this hotel, anything you wanted, it was just bank.
Yeah.
Like I've never been to a more opulent, and let's just say I'd just come from Charleston. A week or two before, where we stayed in a 5-star hotel in the middle of Charleston, and we had a 1-bedroom suite.
Right.
I thought I could never top that, and then that looked like it was like the Motel 6 in comparison.
Well, don't let poor.
Oh no! When David saw the video, he said, "Wow, I thought we had like shown you the best."
Yeah.
And now it literally looks like we're slummed it.
Like how are they going to top that?
Impossible. Literally, the only way to top this would be to get an invite to Buckingham Palace.
Yeah. But I mean, in the country here, like where they're going to, if they
It's
go
impossible.
there, if they want to go there, they're going to have to spend
$3.5K a night.
A night.
Per night.
Plus meals.
7,000 for yeah.
It'll be,
Cha-ching,
yeah,
cha-ching.
cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah.
And we just like floated into this. And so then we're in there
Floated.
doing the puzzle that night,
With the movie.
eating fudge. We've got the movie on.
Did we have 3 types of fudges?
Yes, we did. 4.
The turtle, the one that they
had
gave
4.
us.
And there was one that you guys didn't like, so I sacrificed and ate the whole
Thank
thing.
you for being so sweet. You know what I loved? That even though we'd made it at that point, we still mingled with the little people. And when they came in to turn down our beds, we said, please help yourself to fudge. And they did.
Yeah, they hung around and we chatted with them.
And we chatted.
The maids.
Do you think that they loved that we just made them feel like
Maybe
they were one of us?
They said some of the people weren't
Very
nice
nice.
sometimes.
But we were like,
But anyways, I was going to say, remember we were kind of dancing around the room in our bathrobes.
yeah.
And the room was so big when I woke up the first morning.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't find us.
I couldn't. Amanda was already up, and I'm like, where did she go? So I looked in the parlor living room area, and it's quiet, and she's not there, and I'm looking, and I go back around the other way because our room had both rooms had 2 doors, but we kept ours both kind of open so we could go around. And then I'm like, where on earth is she? And then I saw her shoes. I'm like, okay, she didn't go outside. So then I finally go around into Mama's room, and she's in Mama's bed, and Mama's in the chair.
I'm laying in this regal bed with the crown above my head.
Yeah.
Mum's in the chair, and then Julie comes in, and she's like, "Oh, there you are." Yeah, it was that big that she could have been calling for us, and we wouldn't have heard her.
It's like, where are you?
Now, I've got to tell about my
And-
haunting experience.
Ooh.
Now, I was thinking that there's definitely going to be people that have died here in this hotel room.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling vibes, right?
Right.
Anyway, so I went and had a shower. And when I went into the bathroom, I shut the door, and they had this big hook on the door, and I put my towel over the hook, and it was a big hook, so the towel sat there really nicely.
Yep.
And I got into the shower, and I'm in the shower.
And they were big towels, so it was hanging quite long.
Very big towels. So, it's just hanging there, and I'm in the shower, and the towel starts to move, and it's swaying, absolutely swaying back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And as it's swaying, it's getting bigger in its rhythm. Well, I'm just like, I can't believe I'm seeing this. And all of a sudden, it flew off the hook and onto the floor.
Yeah, and there was there was no
Nothing.
fan in there.
No,
There wasn't a window.
no,
There was no
Nothing.
air coming from somewhere.
nothing.
Nothing.
And so the next day I thought, I'm going to test this again. This is, So go into the bathroom, put the towel on, hop in the shower, and the towel stays straight the whole time. Doesn't move. So definitely it was an experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last day we were there, I cleaned up everything from my room and took everything out and looked around the room and said, yes, everything's out. I walked back in the room to double check, and here is a key lying in the middle of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Not this key. We looked, and it didn't fit anything in the whole place.
No one had been in. No, because we'd all gone in there.
And you
and
know
there
what
was
I
no
was
key.
thinking? You know how we thought maybe those 2 maids had dropped it? They
didn't-
never went
they
into
didn't-
Mama's room.
No, they didn't go in there.
No. They didn't.
No, because Mum was like, they didn't bring me my chocolate. Because we'd been distracting them by talking, and they're like, "Oh, do you still want the turn
Yeah,
down?"
and I'm like, no, I'm
we're
good.
good. And I'm like, yes, please.
So this key, and it was an old key, and it was
It had beverage something on it.
yeah, and where the key that they have the ring to the key, it was a very old brassy ring, and it was bent. It was really weird. So anyway, I gave it to the desk because I thought I'm not going to take it home with me or do anything. I don't want to take some wrong vibes.
Yeah. You said how the movie she was in 117.
Yes.
And then remember should I go down the path of
Go there.
So Christopher Reeve
Yep.
and Jane Seymour.
Yep.
Oh.
So I Googled it when we were watching it. He was 27 when the movie was filmed.
Yeah.
She was 28.
It's funny how they look so much older back in the day.
And
Yeah.
they truly did develop a romance. And I said to Mama, she was in room 117. I think they had a little thing going on in your bedroom.
Yes. So
And then we had the kids' room. So when Jacqueline Kennedy stayed there, Jackie Kennedy,
Yeah.
we had where Caroline and
JFK Jr.
JFK
What was his
Jr.
name?
John.
John, they probably stayed in that room.
And speaking of the Kennedys, we had a bit of discussion about this. Like tragic. Like it was almost like they're all bad luck. I mean, how many of them died?
Quite a few.
Like were two of them shot? Bobby Kennedy?
Yeah. I went to both the places where both of them had been shot.
Oh. Where was Bobby Kennedy shot?
In the kitchen in a hotel.
In-
He was
in
coming through
LA?
the kitchen in LA.
In
I went
LA.
there in LA, and I went to exactly where he was shot.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, but back to the Grand Hotel.
Yes.
I don't know why
Keep
we
us on track.
sidetracked on
I don't know either.
to the Kennedys.
I guess because we stayed where they had stayed.
But really, then maybe we can still Google, and maybe if we would have went on the tour, but I don't even know if the tour guide would know. Like if we would have been on the tour and said, okay, we're staying in the Carlton Varney suite, who all has stayed in there? Because, a bunch of presidents have been there. Very,
5 presidents.
very famous people.
Do you remember the 5?
George Washington.
Okay, so I saw a photo of him and I was like, did he really?
I forget the 5. If I was American, I'd know the 5.
Woodrow Wilson. No.
No.
He was
JFK?
Yes.
probably. He and Jackie had that.
Well, the
room.
fact that Jackie did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. But anyways, it was an experience that, you know what, even if I get to go back to the island, I'm pretty positive I won't be able to stay in that room.
No.
I couldn't go back to that hotel because I know we wouldn't have that room again.
No.
And I don't think I'd drop $3,500 for one night.
No.
I mean, 1,200, yes. 3.5, no.
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 Look, the whole experience was fantastic. The morning we were leaving, the sun came out.
Oh, it was a perfect day.
And walking along the veranda,
World's longest porch.
and we walked. Oh, look, it was just beautiful. And just going into town the day before.
Yeah,
and,
they had all the flags up, and we could
oh,
take pictures with just so the sun was behind.
Yeah. And even the
behind the flag.
governor was on the island.
No, I think that flag was not from her house. It was from the fort when I
Oh,
really got lucky.
Lied.
oh,
Yeah,
right.
lied, told a story.
Told a story. As I say anything with confidence and anyone will believe you.
Well, what was so beautiful is this time of year, because all the beautiful trees were
Oh,
turned all
colours.
different golden, and the leaves were dropping, and it was just the colours were magnificent.
magnificent. Okay, so to wrap up this little potty, what would you guys say were your number one, if you had to pick your number one moment, like whether it was the food or whether it was whatever, the walking around, any moment, or like what was your number one experience at the Grand Hotel?
Playing the piano.
Ooh. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns. Yeah.
You don't have to tell everyone.
That was me. Yeah.
I think just being in the room like that night, I guess after dinner, when we're in the room and we're just in our pajamas and bathrobe and just sitting, like I would sit down at the one end on that couch and then go sit in a different chair. And they were all so comfortable and nice. And it's like, I can't believe we are staying in this room.
No,
for
that
2
was
nights.
That was mine.
Like it's
just
kind
sitting
of
in that room.
overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, like the history.
Like I almost
in
didn't
this
want to
room.
leave the room.
So
The foyer too was just spectacular.
yeah, and the carpet. So in the YouTube, he said the carpet came. I'm wanting to say
Germany?
or I think it was Ireland.
Oh yeah, you're right, Ireland.
But this carpet, I've never seen carpet like that before. It was a real low pile. Must be wool.
Red.
And wasn't
Pink?
there some green too?
Red.
I think
Black.
Green.
What?
They're black and then red and green.
I'm pretty sure it was like all red.
Mama's thinking of when the flowers.
You're thinking the parlour.
No, it was black with red and green.
Oh, maybe
The
we'll have to
whole
look.
what are you talking
Everywhere.
about?
The carpet.
In the parlour.
No, downstairs.
No, we're talking
we're
in
talking
our
about
room.
in our room.
Oh, sorry. No,
'Cause I'm pretty sure it
I'm
was, like,
talking about
red.
downstairs.
I think it was green.
Yeah, it was red.
It was not green.
Oh, it was red.
It was red.
It was
Okay.
orange.
No, I remember looking at it, running my feet over it and
Yeah.
being like, this is beautiful. Yes, my favourite was just sitting in that room, doing a jigsaw, watching the movie on the TV while eating fudge in the luxurious bathrobes. I should have bought one because that really was amazing.
And the bath.
And just, I didn't want to leave the room. Like, yes, I wanted to explore the cute little town, but on another part of me was like, I just want to.
Hang out in the room
It's so.
and pretend like we live there.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you, girls. It was the most wonderful experience. Thank you.
Very once in a lifetime.
And I think all my friends are as jealous back in Melbourne when
Yeah.
they saw my blog. on
Well,
it.
when they look at the pictures,
The
they
video.
just need to know that it doesn't even do it justice.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
sorry, it doesn't.
Not
It's
at
just
all.
amazing.
And to actually be in there, like using all the things, appreciating it, sleeping in the luxurious beds, like everything about it. It was like
Yeah, and we were
a
in there
5-star.
legitimately. It's not like we found a key and snuck off to some
No.
room.
And don't get us wrong. Don't get
Well,
it
I
wrong.
did
We
find a
would do
key.
that if we could.
well, we've done that before.
As I
but-
say, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Just act like we're meant to do it, and then if we get caught, be like, "Oh, sorry, Australian."
Whoops. Yeah.
Yeah, don't understand English. Anyway, we'll wrap it up and we'll come back tomorrow and do the rest of the journey.
Yeah. For people that want to, go YouTube the
Carlton
thing
Barney
and look
Suite.
at Carlton. Oh, just real
or even the
quick.
Grand Hotel.
And the Grand Hotel. He,
Watch the
being a
film.
designer, some of the pictures, like in the one bathroom,
Mm.
and I said to Amanda, look at that picture. It's actually a framed scarf.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, everything was
Stunning.
no expense was spared.
Mm-mm.
Like everywhere you looked there were
And like those antique dogs.
and exactly that's what I mean. Like you just had to like cast your eyes to one side and there was
and they
million
they
things.
weren't like, bolted to the
no.
thing like how they do in cheap hotels.
Yeah. No, we could have taken anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't,
Yeah. No.
but we could have.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are going to come back tomorrow night. Everyone have a fantastic
Yep.
week and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.